there are two major things that Partners for Paiute does for the local community. One, we're partnered significantly with our social workers at the City of Scottsdale. And this relationship allows us to better understand the needs of our community and to have the experts involved on how to deliver support for our community. And then the second piece is that our funding supports individuals in their unique struggle. And what we provide is unique funding that may in some cases be actually delivered within 24 hours. So what is unique is our individualized, immediate support for members of our community that have found themselves in a vulnerable situation.
Tuve un problema familiar del cual después me quedé completamente sola y no tenía un poco de trabajo y no podía cubrir mis gastos. La razón por la cual vine a Paiute a pedir ayuda. Me ha ayudado a pagar mis biles, a pagar mi renta, a darme comida. En mucho me ha ayudado bastante.
I met Emma when she first came to us. I was pretty new here, but she came to us because she needed rent help. Her partner had moved out and she was short on rent. So Partners for Paiute pitched in for that. They helped with partial rent for her.
Porque ahorita no tengo trabajo, he dejado de trabajar por mi problema que tengo en los ojos. No puedo trabajar, no puedo salir, valerme por mí misma y vengo a pedir ayuda a Paiute a que me den comida. Mañana, gracias a Dios, estoy contenta porque me van a operar. Del problema que tengo de las cataratas, de los ojos, del que no puedo ver.
So she reached out to St. Vincent de Paul, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, who helped her with rent. And they also found a doctor that would do her cataract surgery. And so she's having surgery tomorrow. And thank goodness for Partners for Paiute, they were able to arrange some rides for her as well, just reached out to that community.
My husband and I were able to provide some transportation for Emma, one of our community members, to get to doctor's appointments, and all of the other transportation options were exhausted. And the last option was a community member like my husband and myself. And so we chipped in and delivered Emma to where she needed to go to get her treatment.
Paiute me está ayudando con los raites para llevarme al lugar donde tengo las citas. Paiute me consiguió los raites para poder moverme porque pues yo sola no podría ir. Ellos me llevan y ellos me traen.
And it was very rewarding. She was able to regain basically from zero visibility to some level of sight that will enable her to go back to work and take care of her family.
So what I see our role here is to assist folks that just need that little boost.
Well, it must have been 10 years ago, and I fell on some hard times with a job that I had, and I needed some food. And then rent went up, prices go up, but the government doesn't raise my check. So it started getting bad, and a caseworker tried to get me on Section 8, and 5 years later, I still wasn't on it. And then she said, meet me in my office. I came down, I got connected with Section 8, which is in the same complex here, and I've been a member, a family member of this place ever since, because I get food boxes and I get good advice and help when I really need help. The Paiute Center here seemed to come through and really help me out.
What Partners does is very unique, is pay for things that others won't. For example, eyeglasses. Another one is car parts. I had a client who needed to be able to get to work, and she just needed a couple of parts, and they purchased that.
And I have a man who works on my scooter, and he seemed to get along with how he gets paid through Paiute in the church, and keeps me on the road. And that's one of the most important things in my life, is to stay on the road. I can always come to these people for help, and they'll help. And out of the grace of God. I mean, there's no other reason to explain it. I can't do anything for them as much as they do for me.
Partners for Paiute is unique in one other way too, because we are kind of a grassroots organization in many ways, where we don't have a lot of infrastructure and formal fundraising. We really do rely on individual gifts, and some select grants over time have been very helpful, but we really truly serve Scottsdale and any support from Scottsdale residents or businesses that help us help our most vulnerable residents to contribute to work, to keep their kids in school. That's what we would want for our community, is well-being for everyone. So any contribution you can make will we take with great stewardship to make sure that it reaches the person in need in our community.